Off this haircut, we started by sectioning into 4 quadrants, starting our sectioning by parting right down the middle of the head and then balancing our comb at the apex to make sure our parts were clean, nice, and precise. Starting from the apex and going down to behind the ear, we made our first parting and then following the same routine around the back of the head and then to the other side. Now, once again, balancing our comb at the apex to make sure we are getting clean, even parts. It is very important to make sure both sides of your head are parted at the same spot to make sure we do not come across any uneven cutting. We started this haircut by starting in the back quadrant and then taking our hair straight up at a 90-degree angle and taking off about a half an inch. After creating our guideline, we went through and made 2 pie-shaped subsections and then started small, even parts throughout those subsections to begin our cut. We started by going straight up from the head and then a little out and then straight out and then straight down at the nape, always making sure to remain at a 90-degree angle. Remember that your client has probably cut their hair in the past, so always make sure you're following your guideline and never somebody else's, and always make sure that your guideline never gets lost. Now we are going over our haircut to make sure we did not leave any long hairs, corners, or uneven pieces.
Okay, now we're going to make our guideline for that second back section. We're going to take a small subsection from the hair we have already cut, and then take a small section from that other back quadrant. We're going to comb it all straight up, making sure we're 90 degrees from the head, and then we're going to make our guideline. Now that we've made our guideline, we're going to take our pie section and just comb the hair all out at 90 degrees from the head and match it up with our guideline. And if there's nothing to cut, make sure you do not cut the hair. Now we're going to make a mohawk section at the front of the head to move our guideline forward. Now we're going to part her back down the middle, choose the side you want to start on, and then we're going to take a small pie-shaped subsection and comb the hair 90 degrees from the head and match it up with our guideline.
On this side of the head, we are going to go ahead and repeat the same process that we did on the other side by taking a pie shape subsection and then cutting it and meeting our guideline. After finishing our first subsection, we're going to move on to our second subsection and then repeat the same process, making sure to never cut where we should not be cutting and always staying at 90 degrees.
Now we are just going to go through checking the haircut, making sure there are no corners and that it's all the same length.